Hi, welcome back to Master Recaps. Today I will show you a thriller horror film from 2015 titled Emily. The story of Dan and Thompson, a couple who just had a chance to spend their free time together. With the burden of raising their children so stubborn, the trio are exhausted and desperate to find a chance to relax. A candlelit dinner on their wedding anniversary would be a great way to recharge their energy. Little did Dan call Maggie, the Thompson family's regular nanny. She is very close to their three children. Unfortunately, Maggie is busy today and she is unable to take care of them. When the kids had no choice, Dan called another nanny instead. Anna, a new nanny, took over this role. Her duties were nothing much, just to deal with the busy three, to follow the house rules and to go to bed on time, which the Thompsons' children consisted of. With his oldest brother, 13-year-old Jacob's sister Sally is 9 years old and her little sister Christopher is only 4 years old. At first everything went well. Anna is the ultimate nanny who is loved by all children because she indulges him in whatever he wants without any restrictions on sweets and sweets. At night, they play games and do whatever they like, but then the children start to play with each other too much, causing Anna to become completely disgusted by these children. She starts to spin their nerves. Little by little, a psychological warfare began on the children and terrified them. Everyone was completely under Anna's control. Only Jacob could feel the peculiarity of this turn of events. Still trust Anna because she seems kinder than the other mentors. Over time, Anna led the children to activities that went beyond the limits their parents had forbidden, such as feeding the snakes with the hamsters that Sally had raised to teach the children about their predatory instincts. Taking the kids to play hide-and-seek to get the chance to steal valuables out of the house, Anna did what everyone didn't expect, like showing the kids porn instead of cartoons. Jacob, who is the oldest in the house, rushes to turn off the TV, causing Anna to be very upset and yelling for the children to go to sleep. Christopher holding him and recounting a story she wrote. Anna tells of a mother bear living with her adorable little cubs, alone in a cold forest. Frustrated because there was no father bear to take care of, Mother Bear worked hard to find food to feed herself and her baby when she returned home. She received the warm smile of the baby bear in return. Until one day, Mother Bear made a mistake that caused her cub to die. Mother Bear was very sad. Her heart was broken and never returned until she finally met the hyenas, which seemed to understand Mother Bear's heart very much and promised to give her a new baby. However, the mother bear and the hyena were unable to give birth to cubs, so they had to find another way for them, so they both left the forest where they had lived and began searching for their cubs. Christopher said to ask them to meet with you. Anna kissed Christopher's head lightly and put him to bed. Sally and Jacob, who were eavesdropping there, knew immediately that this wasn't the fable they'd been listening to, and that Anna wasn't the babysitter they thought. All her actions were for some purpose, which at this time the two children still do not know what it is. Sally and Jacob walked into their parents' rooms and picked up guns for self-defense. Anna followed after him to tell Jacob to shoot her. Christopher, hearing the two of them quarrel, followed him to see what had happened. Jacob had to hide the gun from his brother. Anna used that moment to take a gun from the boys and put the bullet back in. At that moment the doorbell rang. The Thompson family's resident Maggie, who felt guilty for abandoning the children today, decided to stop by. Looking at Anna's new nanny, she knew Anna through Facebook and knew she could be trusted. The Thompson family suggested that the Thompson family summon Anna to look after the children instead of her. But as soon as Maggie saw Anna's face, she felt it immediately to the peculiarity of this babysitter. She was not Anna, neither her face nor her hair at all. Who exactly was this woman? Anna, who was in a bad mood, immediately told Maggie that she was Emily, Anna's best friend. Anna has food poisoning and asks her to help take care of the children instead. Maggie says she wants to see the children before leaving. Emily told the boys that if anyone said too much Maggie would die. The boys came down to greet Maggie before she went home and told her they were fine before Sally rushed over to hug Maggie and stuff some paper in her pocket when Maggie got back in the car. Unfolding the paper, he found a message written by the children crying for help. But before Maggie could move, Emily, who had learned the simple jokes of the children, rushed over and attacked Maggie until she passed out. She called her husband to inquire about the situation of the couple, whether they were close to coming home or not. Personally, she put anesthesia into the sweet water for the children to drink, then cut off the lights and turn off the lights. All the spirits in this house, Jacob, who was unsounded after the boys because he had vomited the anesthesia, ran to his neighbor Howie for help. Will be attacked by Emily from behind until he passed out. Emily negotiates with Jacob that he sends Christopher to her or she will kill Howie. The footage cuts back to the parents of the children on their way home, who, along the way, encounter a roadside accident where the driver dies at the scene, strangely, in the back of his car. There was the corpse of another woman who died within it. Her name was Anna. The couple knew right away that this was the name of the babysitter they had just hired her to look after their children today. Who was the woman with their children now? They were both shocked and rushed in the car. Even faster, praying that her 3 children remain safe. The footage cuts back to Jacob once again, where he tries to save his siblings with all his might, with Emily, who finds them, draws a gun to shoot Jacob, but is driven by Jacob. The car crashed so hard she fell. Jacob drove his father's car from that house without looking back until he saw his father and mother's car that drove over the park. He succeeded and Howie and Maggie were still alive and Emily vanished from the scene without a trace. That's the end of the movie. Subscribe for more video like this, turn on the notification, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.